Drones, missiles, and misinformation. Pakistan's response to India's Operation Sindoor unfolded not just on the battlefield but also across press briefings. Hello and welcome to The Print. My name is Devdatta, and today we debunk 8 outright false claims that were made by the ISPR in their press briefings following Operation Sindoor. Now, led by the Inter Services Public Relations, which is the media arm of the Pakistan Armed Forces, this campaign spread doctored videos, unfounded claims, and strategic omissions, according to Indian officials and independent analysts. Their first claim ranged from destroyed air bases to India attacking its own city, Amritsar.
इंडिया ने अब से थोड़ी देर पहले 6 बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल आदमपुर से फायर किए हैं। इनमें से एक बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल आदमपुर में ही हिट किया है और बाकी 5 मिसाइल्स भारतीय पंजाब में अमृतसर के इलाके में हिट किए हैं। इंडिया अपनी मजमूम साजिशों के जरिए इंडियन पंजाब में सिखों की आबादियों को टारगेट कर रहा है।
The claim, repeated in press briefings and on Pakistani state television, was framed as an Indian attempt to provoke conflict and then pin the blame on Pakistan. In a press briefing, Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said, and I quote, that Pakistan made the preposterous and outrageous claim that it was the Indian Armed Forces and the Indian Air Force that were targeting cities like Amritsar. This is nothing but a desperate attempt by Pakistan to disown its own acts of aggression. The narrative only grew more bizarre from there. Their second claim was this: Pakistan accused India of attacking the Nankana Sahib Gurudwara.
They targeted the holy place of Sikhs in Nankana Sahib. Totally unacceptable. The Pakistan Armed Forces timely neutralized this threat to Nankana Sahib, and we will continue to defend, as part of our territorial integrity and sovereignty and honor, all places of worship, including those of even Hindus.
A claim which was swiftly and unequivocally denied by Indian officials. In a third move, in a more dramatic moment, ISPR Director General Lieutenant General Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry played a video clip at a press conference that appeared to show that Indian Air Force's Wing Commander Vyomika Singh was acknowledging Pakistani restraint in targeting only military sites. But upon closer examination, the clip was riddled with jump cuts and visible signs of digital editing. Now, independent OSINT analysis revealed that critical sections of Singh's statement had been removed or rearranged. Gone were the references to Pakistani strikes on civilian areas. Also missing were the details about the successful neutralization of Pakistan's drones and missiles. India's rebuttals to ISPR claims of damage at various air bases was also missing. Instead, the video presented a narrative that aligned with Pakistan's talking point. Yet, such digital manipulation wasn't just limited to videos. In a fourth outrageous claim, Pakistani officials and state media said that Indian air bases in Adampur, Bhatinda, and Pathankot had been completely destroyed in a coordinated missile and drone assault.
निशाना बनाने वाले फजाई और हवाई अड्डों में एयरफोर्स और एविएशन बेसिस सूरतगढ़, सिरसा, भुज, नालिया, आदमपुर, भटिंडा, बरनाला, हलवाड़ा, अवंतीपुरा, श्रीनगर, जम्मू, उधमपुर, मामून, अंबाला और पठानकोट शामिल थे।
PTV, which is Pakistan's national broadcaster, doubled down on this claim and asserted that critical Indian military infrastructure had been rendered inoperative. Again, independent OSINT analysis debunked these claims. Their fifth claim was that according to the ISPR, the Pakistani Air Force launched a series of coordinated strikes targeting response to Operation Sindoor. In an official statement, ISPR claimed that air bases and aviation facilities at Suratgarh, Sirsa, Bhuj, Nalia, Adampur, Bhatinda, Barnala, Halwara, Avantipura, Srinagar, Jammu, Udhampur, Mamoon, Ambala, and Pathankot all sustained major damages. However, this was a false claim. Again, it further alleged that BrahMos missile storage at Bias and Nagrota were successfully destroyed. These, it claimed, had launched missiles into Pakistani territory, causing civilian casualties.
ब्यास और नगरोटा में मौजूद ब्राह्मोस मिसाइल के ज़खायर जो पाकिस्तानी शहरियों पर हमलों में इस्तेमाल हुए उनको तबाह किया गया।
Pakistan further asserted that its air force targeted the S-400 missile defense batteries stationed at Adampur and Bhuj and said that logistical and military support hubs which had sustained India's unlawful operation against innocent Pakistani civilians were hit, which included a field supply depot in Uri and a radar station in Poonch.
S-400 एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम को पाक फ़ज़ाइया ने बूज और आदमपुर में निशाना बनाया। उड़ी में फील्ड सप्लाई डेपो और पुंछ में रडार स्टेशन जैसे लॉजिस्टिक और सपोर्ट मराकज़ को भी निशाना बनाया गया।
According to them, command and control centers were also allegedly struck, which included the destruction of the 10th Brigade and the 80 Brigade headquarters at KG Top and Naushera, which it accused of orchestrating attacks that led to civilian deaths.
KG टॉप और नौशेरा में मौजूद 10 ब्रिगेड और 80 ब्रिगेड की कमांड तनसीबात को भी तबाह किया गया। ये वो तनसीबात हैं जहां से बिला इश्तियाल फायरिंग करके मासूम बच्चों और औरतों को निशाना बनाया गया।
It further went on to claim that numerous military headquarters, logistic hubs, artillery positions, and posts, again involved in causing civilian harm in Pakistan occupied Kashmir, were systematically targeted and destroyed. However, last week, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a thumping statement by landing at the Adampur Air Force Base aboard a C-130J Super Hercules aircraft. Now, one of the photographs he shared showed him saluting with an S-400 air defense system in the backdrop. In a more provocative claim, Pakistan's military said that dozens of its armed drones were flown over major Indian cities including Delhi and sensitive government installations which extended across Jammu and Kashmir down to Gujarat. A few OSINT intelligence teams reviewed satellite imagery from NASA and the European space agencies for at least 10 of these sites, and the findings were clear. There was no visible damage. Runways, hangars, control towers were all intact. Images of these damaged facilities per se that were shared online by Pakistani accounts were either outdated or were deliberately misrepresented. In one case, a satellite photo from March showing minor structural degradation at the Adampur Air Base was even passed off as a recent war damage. Earlier this week, on Monday, Director General of Air Operations Air Marshal A.K. Bharti asserted that all Indian military bases and systems remain fully operational and ready for any future missions, signaling clearly that no airbase runways suffered significant damages or required extensive repairs or reconstruction. Yet, the barrage of claims continued. Reports surfaced of attacks on Jaipur and Srinagar airports, on railway infrastructure, on the electricity grid. Indian authorities debunked each in turn, often presenting video footage and imagery as evidence. The scope of misinformation was sweeping. Pakistan even claimed damage to the Neelam Jhelum hydropower project. It was none other than Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri who dismissed Pakistan's claims as a blatant lie. Misri even went on to warn Pakistan that it will be solely responsible for the consequences that will undoubtedly follow if such claims are made as a pretext to then target Indian infrastructure. Now, if that was not enough, Pakistani accounts even alleged that Indian missiles had struck Afghanistan.
भारत ने अफगानिस्तान में भी मिसाइल दागे हैं और ड्रोन्स का हमला भी अफगानिस्तान पर किया है।
Again, Misri refuted the claim, dubbing it as ludicrous. Furthermore, Taliban's Ministry of Defense issued a statement flatly denying that Indian missiles had landed in Afghan territory. Now, what was perhaps the most bizarre was Pakistan's attempt to whitewash terrorism while trying to pass off Hafiz Abdur Rauf, a designated global terrorist affiliated with Lashkar-e-Taiba, as a civilian. Here's what happened. In a press briefing, ISPR presented the national ID card of an individual named Abdur Rauf, claiming that he was an innocent preacher. But cross-referencing the ID number revealed a different reality. The man was actually Hafiz Abdur Rauf, and his listing appears in the US Treasury's sanctions database, along with that of Lieutenant General Chaudhry's own father, Mahmood Sultan Bashiruddin, who has been linked to Al Qaeda. The photograph of Abdur Rauf from Muradke was also used by India to identify and publicly name senior Pakistani military and police officials who attended the burial of terrorists such as Lieutenant General Fayaz Hussain Shah, commander of the 4 Corps of Lahore, Major General Rao Imran Sartaj of the 11th Infantry Division of Lahore, Brigadier Muhammad Furqan Shabir, who is the commander of the 15th Hybrid Mechanized Brigade, Usman Anwar, who is the Inspector General of Punjab Police, among others. That is all for now. This is Devdatta for The Print. Keep watching for more such videos.